Hello YouTubes, this is Matt again, and I haven't done one of these in a little while, but I'm back, and I wanted to throw together something to show the different jazz fingerings for some typical chords. My teacher taught me 4 sets of 4 different chords, so 16 forms total, and each one of those can be mutated from major 7s to dominant 7s to minor 7s to minor 7 flat 5s to fully diminished. So this is more of a jazz thing. If this isn't your cup of tea, then click somewhere else. Okay, let me see if I can get here nice and close and let's see what we're doing here. The first one we're going to look at, we're going to do all these in C. Okay, these are mobile. The first one we're going to look at is a C major 7 chord. Okay, and you can see I've got the 5th down here. That's a G. My middle finger's doing the 3rd. That's an E note. My pinky's handling that B natural. And my pointer finger's handling the C. Okay. Now I'm going to take this form, I'm going to mutate it all the way down. So here's major 7, slide the 7 down, get a dominant 7 shape. Okay, slide the 3rd back and I get a minor 7. I'm borrowing with this one to take care of that. I'm going to flat the 5th, get a minor 7 flat 5. Or a half diminished, some people call it that. Fully diminished. So now I have a double flat 7. Alright, let's go up to the next set here. I'm going to make an A shape at the 5th fret. There's my C triad. I'm going to put the 7th in the bass. So this is my shape. 7th in the bass is a weird sounding one. I wouldn't use this one too much. But it's good to know. So I'm going to flat it. There's my dominant 7. That one gets some use. Here's a minor 7. 7 flat 5 and fully diminished. Okay, let's move on up here to the 8th fret. Oh, let me go back. That first set, that had the 5th in the bass, and that's the way I think about this. This is the first form. It's the one with the 5th in the bass, right there, the G note. This is the 7th in the bass. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to go up to the next chord tone, and that's the root. So my pointer finger's on the C natural note right here. Okay, pointer fingers here, ring fingers on the major 7, and that B natural right there. Then I get my pinky on the 7th fret. That's my E, so there's my 3rd. And then the middle finger's up here. This is a cramped one. I know it's hard to see the fingering. Let me see if I can move this. There we go. Middle finger up here on the G. So my 5th is actually up top. So this is the root on the bottom. Flat the 7. Flat the 3rd. This one's kind of fun because everything's in a row. See, everything's in the 8th fret here. Back to a minor 7 flat 5, and then a fully diminished. Last one is up here. This one has the 3rd in the bass, so my middle finger's on that E natural right there. Okay, let me bend this down just a hair. There we go. Now, major 7. My 7th scale degree is now up top, so I'm going to flat that. Okay, and I'm going to flat this 3rd, which makes that way more comfy. Okay, there's my minor 7. Minor 7 flat 5. Actually looks a lot like a minor 6 shape if you've ever done this. And fully diminished. One of my favorite things about those fully diminished is that all 4 of the notes can be the root of the chord because it's a symmetrically spaced chord. All 4 of the chord tones are exactly a minor 3rd apart, so it's not like you can really tell where the root is. And for you music theory folks out there, that's actually how you usually tell. What's the root of a chord? You get a bunch of notes together, you figure out which one is most likely the 3rd, and then you figure out what's most likely the root. Diminished are very weird. This could be an F sharp diminished chord. This could be an E flat diminished chord. This could be an A natural diminished chord. And it could be a C natural diminished chord, which is what I called it initially. What's fun is to take this and slide it up 3 frets each time. I also sometimes bar it like this middle finger down here, ring finger here, and play the same notes that way. If you ever have to grab it real fast in a jazz song. It's fun to have that little bar fingering for it there. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to do a little thing here. This is something you can play along with. I'm going to take my C major 7, and I'm going to play 4 beats on each one. Move it up to the next part of the neck, next part, next part. So I'm going to have the 5th in the bass here first, 7th in the bass, root, 3rd. I'm going to go through all 4 shapes, all major 7s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same thing. Try to do dominant 7s. We'll see how that works out. 1, 2, ready, go. That's one I don't usually grab so much. So that's the idea. You can take each one of those chord forms and you can make an exercise out of it. I recommend doing what I just did. All major 7s, all dominant 7s, and you'll start to realize some of them fall under your fingers easier than others. And those are your go-to chords. Okay, that first one that I showed you, I rarely use this major 7 shape, but slide my pinky back. And this is a dominant 7 shape I use all the time. It's quick, it's easy to grab. That dominant 7 is actually a great shape. Okay, so my idea is take these 4, go through all 5 variations. You got major 7, dominant 7, minor 7 flat 5, and fully diminished. And I would say go through all of them and find the ones that work the best for you, because what works the best for you may not work the best for me. Yeah, that's about it. If you can get access to a drum loop with a swing beat, that's a really fun way to practice these things, just to practice that 4 on the floor kind of. And you can make up your own quick and easy little jazz song by just rearranging some really common turnarounds. Have fun, YouTube.